2K Sports delighted to bring you all the action here from the PGA Tour. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. Welcome to TPC San Antonio. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. And this first hole, hard one?
Very hard, 454 yards from back tee. But the difficulty here, Luke, depends on the wind direction. Where is it blowing? Out of the south, right back into you, it feels like it's 490. If it's downwind, out of the north, it feels like it's 360. It's an incredible distance. So all in all, it depends on what the wind is doing. But after you hit your drive, the second shot, it's kind of a half-shaped moon green with very deep bunkers short and one in the back that you absolutely want to stay away from at all costs. A 4 here is always good.
Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty.
You've been here a long time, haven't you, today? You have way too much energy for me.
Caffeine's just kicking in now.
Oh, boy.
It's heading for the fairway. TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Ooh, nice line. They've made it. Off to a great start today.
And always a good feeling to have early in the round.
Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an under-par score.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Challenging golf course. Chance for players to play their way into the first major of the year.
Absolutely. And it's a challenging opportunity, but it's an opportunity nonetheless. It's not an easy golf course. In fact, at times, players will walk off the golf course scratching their head and sometimes even going back in the locker room and kind of whimpering and licking their wounds because it can absolutely hammer you. But in saying that, it's tough for everybody. So if you're mentally tough, you can handle it. It's a golf course that doesn't give you very much. You can't expect to hit it bad and get away with it. You've got to go out there and earn every single ounce of it. It is a golf course, though, that if you do conquer it, if you do have success, it gives you a massive, massive boost going into the rest of the season because you know that you can play well at a difficult venue. That's the confidence that'll get you. It's a golf course that when you show up to, Luke, you better know what you're getting yourself into, because if you don't, if you go in with high expectations, it's going to knock you down a run or two.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Here we are at the third. The tee is yours. Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And with that, you can go and put a par on the card. He's currently tied for 5th. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. Looks like they put a good pass on that one. Playing from around 160 yards. 2 strokes off the lead. Going with the 7. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Putting for birdie. Just didn't drop. And they'll walk away with a par on this one. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This one looking really good.
Yeah, fair effort. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Patrick Cantlay is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-stroke lead. Time to tee off at the 6th. Not a bad line, this one. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Can make this one. It's for par. Okay, let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Okay, steady now. Bogey putt coming up here. And down it goes. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee. That should find the fairway.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
That's it. It's okay. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 behind our leader. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's just inside the range.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Remember, putting's a finesse game. This putt was about 8 feet. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Patrick Cantlay currently in the lead. This hole is a long par 4. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. This is the 2nd shot here on the 9th hole. This one needs to kick left. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
He's already had a few birdies today. This for another.
A fair bit on the line here. Spot the top 5. Ooh. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Reg, good position for this player. Just 3 back with 9 to play. Do you sense them making a charge?
3 down, 9 to go. This player is going to have to start taking some chances if he wants to win this tournament.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 9th. Well, this one's right at the pin. Well, that's beautifully judged.
Absolutely. In there close. Good look at birdie coming up.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Starts off on a good line.
Oh, just missed. And that should secure the par. Well done. So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. From about 100 yards. Only a few shots off the pace. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Spot the all-important top 5 awaits if we can hold this putt. Nice stroke. It was on a good line. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Playing from around 110 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader. This one looks like it's going right. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Oh, well played. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Ah, that's frustrating. And this one is for bogey. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Good opportunity coming up. Make this putt, and you'll move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. This one's tracking. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And he'll move into the top 10. Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. Oh, that was pure. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Going with a 3-wood here. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. Getting ready to play their third. 3 behind our leader. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. That was a gallant attempt. And with that, you can go and put a par on the card. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently 1 under for the round. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Good looking shot this. Going with the 7. Wow, what a shot. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. And they'll walk away with a par on this one. 1 under with a handful to go. Patrick Cantlay's heading the field in this one. Just a few holes to play. Let's see how you handle the 16th hole.
Only one other place I can think of, and that is the 6th at Riviera. A larger green than the 6th, but bunkers galore. Watch out for the one right in the middle.
Oh, the old fried egg. What an awful lie that is. Any chance of getting out of this one?
Ball really burrowed into this bunker. They're going to need to be quite careful as they exit this beach, guys.
Oh, that's good grit there.
Good par save there from the greenside bunker. Job well done.
Patrick Cantlay is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke lead. As we get down the stretch here at TPC San Antonio, there's a number of options that can be taken. This 17th is a fascinating hole.
Luke, if it's playing downwind, a driver is a must. If it's back into the wind, take out the iron for safety.
Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Get excited. This could go in. The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. Well done. He's in a share of 10th position. Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in 2, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
Smart shot. Always back into the fairway as a safe play. And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
And this putters for a final score of 70. Go on, get in the hole. And that should secure the par. Well done. And with it, that concludes his event. Well, they've put a few points on the board there, Rich, with that performance.
They did. Overall, it was a good week. I can't say it was spectacular, but a nice solid week and a nice solid finish in the top 10.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. It's a pleasure to bring you our PGA Tour action live on 2K Sports. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and we're around the midway point of the season, Rich. Do you think the player has the FedEx Cup on their mind?
Most definitely. They have to. The FedEx Cup Championship is the beginning of the end, and they want to make sure not only are they that top 125, but they have the opportunity to advance to the 70th and 30th spot. And right now, they're playing well, so it'd be a shock if they didn't make it.
Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty. Time for the second shot into the first. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Good look at birdie here.
Looking better.
Oh, so close. And with that, you can go and put a par on the card. Starting the round at even par. Here we are at the second tee. Going with the 5-iron here. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
That's disappointing.
It's downhill the entire way, and yet inexplicably comes up short.
And in it goes for the par. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Nicely done. Well, as we approach the midway point of this season on 2K Sports PGA Tour coverage, Rich, really for a lot of players, they've been able to get after it early, get some wins, big FedEx Cup points. But for those who have struggled, what's in front of them now?
Well, they've got to rethink what they're doing, because whatever it is that they're trying to do isn't producing. So they're going to have to maybe go back to the drawing board a little bit. Take a look at how they're preparing for the tournament, maybe some of the decision making during the event. Look and see what stats are suffering, whether it's chipping, putting inside of 150 yards, whatever it is. Each player is unique. But in saying that, it's been a lot of fun to see some of the new time winners already this year, some of the veterans making a comeback of sorts, and a couple of Cinderella stories that nobody saw coming. I've got to say, this has provided a lot of interest. I, for one, have been a little surprised about some of the outcomes, but I got to say, that's what you love about this game. You love the surprises that golf delivers.
Well, if you're on the outside looking in, it's time to put the foot down and make some more FedEx Cup points so you can make those playoffs. The tee is yours. Here we are at the fourth hole. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the fourth.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Trailing by 4 strokes. You've arrived at a par 4. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. That was absolutely murdered. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. 4 strokes off the lead. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. You like that, didn't you? Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here. Ooh, right by the hole. And they'll walk away with a par on this one. And with that hole behind us, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Always exciting when you stand up on the tee on a short par 4. Well, this is bold. Their eyes are opening up, headed for the green. Second shot here on the 6th. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And that will take him to 1 under. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. This hole is a short par 5.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
That should find the cut stuff. From around 180 yards out. Only a few shots off the pace. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, what a shot. You'll take that. Well, that's big boy golf right there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Well, this is one of those lengthy putts. John, how do you see it?
Well, it's looking like this one's around 21 feet to the hole, guys.
Just didn't drop. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
He's currently tied for 9th.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Opting for the 5-wood. This is from miles away. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Just 3 feet to the cup. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Currently a couple under for the event. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. It looked like it came out of a cannon. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
that will drop in for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Here we go, Rich. The back nine on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, they're playing well right now. They're inside the top 10, and they're looking to continue that move up the leaderboard.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick. Ended up in the rough.
And choosing the 8 iron here. It's a little wayward.
Oh, a dead push with that one.
Well, that's a handy shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole. Go get after it.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Lining up from about 230 yards here. Just a couple back from our leader. Oh, well done. Putting for eagle here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt is for a share of 2nd. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. Just one off the lead after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Time to play from the bunker. Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And this one is for his par. Okay, let's head to the next. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 13th. Not bad. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Well done. And with that, we'll move to 5 under par. He's currently tied for 1st.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Second shot here on the 14th. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Oh, just missed. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Looks good off the blade. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well holed. Currently at -5 now for the day. This hole is a par 3. Going with the 8-iron here. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. This one's looking good. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Ooh, this is getting fun, isn't it?
Currently 6 under for the round. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Opting for the 5-iron. That's heading into the rough, I think. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. And down she goes from outside the range. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Well played, mate. Second shot here on the 17th.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine.
Oh, I like the look of this. And down she goes, the long-range bomb. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And let's have one more look at that shot. Leading by a couple after that hole.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. That's a good-looking shot there. Coming off a hat-trick of birdies. That's great momentum. It might be ambitious to some, but they're going for the green. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Looking really good. Well, Rich, as the legendary Jim Nance once said, they're now rich and famous.
I gotta say, that was an incredible statement by the great man and bestowed upon a great player, and this player will be thrilled to become rich and famous.
Rich, this is something you can understand. This player now a major champion.
Luke, life-changing indeed, I have to say. I'm thrilled for this player as I know what is in store from them. It's a life-changing moment.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.